Welcome back. In the last session, we were dealing with various application level cases regarding different operations of matrices. So let us discuss some of the other cases that comes under the application of various matrix operations. Next case, verify that AB within brackets and in the outside bracket there is a slash given. We have discussed that part at the beginning of this theory section. Any matrix associated or followed by any dash sign in the right top, otherwise it may be given in the form any matrix followed by superscript t. So whenever you come across a matrix name followed by any superscript t or a dash sign, it represents transpose of a matrix. So in this question it is given A, B within brackets and in the outside bracket it is given A superscript dash. It means A, B transpose equal B transpose and A transpose. So it means you have to prove that when you multiply AB and try to take the transpose of that AB, then you will get left hand side. It has to be equal with the multiplied matrix of B transpose with A transpose. You have to prove is it equal or not. I hope you understand the concept. Anyway, in both cases, means in the both sides of the statement, you need to take the transpose. In one hand side, in the left hand side, you need to take the product of AB and you have to take the transpose of that product. In the right hand side, you need to take the transpose of B and A, then you have to multiply those two transpose. Then you will get another matrix. So you have to make sure that whether this left hand side equal to right hand side. And for the computation in the question it is given A is given as 3 into 3 matrix and B is given as another 3 into 3 matrix. So in order to prove this statement, first of all you need to find, either you can go for left hand side or you can go for right hand side. Anyway, you have to deal with both sides. It's your discretion whether to go with left or right at first. So for the time being, we are going with the left hand side. Here the left hand side it is given AB in brackets and its transpose. So in order to find AB transpose, first of all you need to find AB. AB means A into B. And in the right hand side it is given B transpose and A transpose. Before we go for the left hand side, just note it down. A is this one. So transpose of A will be this one. I hope you guys know how to take a transpose of a matrix. And the question B is given as this 3 into 3 order. So the transpose of B will be this one. So now you have A, B, the transpose of A and transpose of B. So first go with the left hand side of the statement. In the statement, the left hand side it is given AB transpose. AB transpose means A into B and its transpose. So in this case here it is given A, B, A transpose and B transpose. So you are going to find what is AB. AB means A into B. A is given in the question, this one, into B is this one. These two matrices are already given in the question. So by multiplying these two matrices and following the peculiar steps that are required for computation of multiplication between two matrices, you will get a large matrix like this. I hope you know how to find this step. By solving this one, you will get a new matrix. So now you got the product or the multiplication of A and B matrix. A and B means this one. But in the question you have to prove whether AB transpose. AB transpose means you got AB as this one. So AB transpose will be this one. So now you got the left hand side of the statement. Next you have to prove is right hand side. Right hand side it is said that B transpose and A transpose. B transpose A transpose means B transpose into A transpose. And we already found B transpose and A transpose. So B transpose into A transpose equal to transpose B into transpose A. So you have to multiply transpose of B into transpose of A, and transpose of B is this one, this matrix. So you have to multiply that matrix with transpose of A. Transpose of A also computed this one. So you will get another matrix, that is this one. So now you have proved or found out the left hand side matrix as well as right hand side. Left hand side was AB transpose. Here AB transpose is this matrix. And right hand side is B transpose into A transpose, that is this one. And you are asked to prove whether these two are equal. See, these two matrices are equal. Here AB transpose is, see, go through the elements, and B transpose A transpose is this one. So if you go through the elements within these two matrices, you can see that both the matrices have the same elements or same numbers. So you can say that here AB transpose equal to B transpose into A transpose. The statement is true. So that was a case. Next one, additive inverse matrix. Even though we have discussed about a numerous types of matrices at the beginning of this module, during the course of computation or application level questions, we will discuss in detail some of the special cases that comes under matrices. Likewise, one of the special cases comes under this matrix is known as additive inverse matrix. So what is meant by additive inverse matrix? It is a name given to a certain matrix for its peculiar functionality. We will discuss the concept. When a matrix A is the name of a matrix, is multiplied by a scalar. Scalar means it may be a common number that has to be multiplied with each element within that particular matrix. Okay, when a matrix A is multiplied by a scalar, that is minus 1. Okay, remember here the scalar value is evidently given, that is minus 1. Then add the matrix A with that matrix. That matrix means that is the result of multiplying the scalar with the matrix A. So if the result is a 0, then the matrix A is known as additive matrix. You may find it confusing. We will clear out with a clear example. Usually you may come across a question like, you may given a matrix and you are asked to prove whether it is an additive inverse matrix. So how we are going to prove the matrix is an additive or not? So in this question you are given a matrix A. It's a 3 into 3 order consisting of negative numbers as well as positive numbers. So as per the additive inverse matrix, the concept is, if any matrix given, in this case it is A, if that matrix, this one, is added with the same matrix, that is obtained by multiplying this particular matrix with a scalar. Scalar means minus 1. So minus 1A. Minus 1A also always represent, anyway when a number is associated by a matrix, it is a case of scalar matrix. So A plus minus 1A, you will get the result as 0. If you are getting 0, that means matrix A is an additive inverse matrix. That is the concept of additive inverse. So in this question A is already given. So you need to find out minus 1A. Minus 1A means, as we have discussed in the previous sessions where we have discussed 7A, 5A like that. That is, you have to multiply, in case of 5A, you have to multiply each elements of the matrix with the 5. In case of a 7A, you have to multiply each element within the matrix with the 7. Likewise, minus 1A means you have to multiply each element within the matrix with the minus 1. So multiplying minus 1 with A matrix is given here. So if you multiply this minus 1 with each element within this matrix, you will get a same matrix but with some changes regarding the signs of each elements within that matrix. See, earlier it was a 3 into 3 order matrix in which only two items were given minus sign. So if you multiply the same with a minus 1, then you will get another matrix where only two are positive, the remaining are negative. And next is the very crucial part. You have to make sure that if you multiply the first matrix that is given in the question here, and if you add the same matrix with the computation we just did now, that is minus 1 minus 2, that is a minus 1a. So if you add these two matrices, you will end up with a new matrix that consisting of 0. If you end up with a matrix that in which elements are 0, then it is a case of additive matrix. So sometimes you may come across a question where you have to prove whether the given question or the given matrix is an additive inverse or not. And sometimes you may come across the same pattern in the question. So you have to understand each concepts regarding different types of matrices that comes under this module. So remember a new one, additive inverse matrix, and familiarize the different types of matrices which we have discussed in the previous classes. So that's all for today. We will discuss about the further cases and some special cases like this in the coming sessions. Thank you.